It's Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 4. A slick, icy morning on Highway 9 north of Silverthorne led to one fatality and two separate crashes. Colorado State Patrol confirms one man died in a head-on crash just before 8 near the south entrance to Heeney, where an F-350 collided with a Dodge Dakota pickup. A Summit Sheriff's deputy pulled the victim from his Dakota and attempted CPR with help from bystanders. The victim died on scene. The F-350 driver suffered lacerations to the head and took himself to the hospital. A battalion chief at Summit Fire says the highway there was incredibly slick and slippery. Just minutes before the deadly crash, a semi-truck slid off Highway 9 near Ute Pass Road and smashed into rocks, rupturing the fuel tank. First responders were en route to that incident when they heard of the fatality. The victim has not yet been identified. There were several other non-fatal crashes on Highway 9 into Breck and westbound I-70 uphill from Silverthorne this morning. Summit County Sheriff's Office arrested more people on more charges in 2025. The sheriff's arrest log shows 447 suspects were booked on 577 charges, 18 more people than the previous year on 108 more charges. 10 suspects racked up 5 or more separate crimes. One man was booked on 8 charges, including 6 warrants. The most common offenses were skipping court and DUI. They represented more than 1 in 5 arrests. The most common violent crime was assault, most of them misdemeanors. 11 were felonies. 82 people were booked on domestic charges, roughly 1 in 7 arrests. That is 1 more than last year. 13 crimes involved child abuse. That's down from 15 last year. 9 people were charged with sex crimes, down from 12 last year. These numbers do not include local police arrests. Local avalanche danger, it's moderate for most elevations in Summit and the Vale area. After last night's storm over-delivered, danger remains elevated through tomorrow. Snow was the deepest on the divide with 9 inches at A Basin, 8 inches at Loveland. Vail Mountain reported 6 inches, Breckenridge 5. A second storm arrives late Thursday, bringing more snow to Summit and down into the foothills. New at Carter Park in Breck is a free sled shed. It's like a penny jar. Take or leave a plastic sled and help reduce waste at one of Summit's busiest sledding hills. Plus, you can save a couple bucks on those overpriced grocery store sleds. Property managers, tell your guests. In sports, the Avalanche played the Lightning tonight. Halfpipe snowboarders and skiers have one last chance to qualify for the Olympics this weekend at the World Cup Grand Prix in Buttermilk. On the cusp is Leadville's Chase Blackwell, the top American at the Copper Grand Prix. Team Summit alum Evan Wishmeyer claimed his best World Cup finish recently in the Calgary ski halfpipe. He was top 10 behind eventual winner Nick Gepper. And in local sports, Summit High boys basketball, they're on the road today for Evergreen. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.